Hi, in this lesson we're going to take a look at how to change workbook views in Excel. We're on this workbook here, and it's a fairly large workbook. There's a lot of data in it. If I move down to the end, you'll see we have 3,000 rows of data. And say we're getting ready to print this and we want to understand how it's going to print. We have ways to change the view. We're going to go over to our View tab, and you see we have this section, Workbook Views, and we're on the normal view. That's what we're working with. But you'll see we also have a button for Page Break Preview, and if we click there, it gives us the Page Break Preview. Now, you see this dashed blue line here. That divides the pages, page 1, and over here it's very light and might be a little hard to see, but it says page 65. That's because the way this is going to print, it's going to print page 1, and we scroll down, we see another one of those page breaks, page 2, page 3, on down to page 64. Then we start back up at the top with page 65, and we eventually finish with page 128. We see that if we print this out, it'll be 128 pages. And we see the page break previews. We see where those pages are going to print. So it's a useful view. Now, we also have the page layout view. And if we click there, it doesn't tell us how many pages, but we still see the page breaks. We can see what's going to be on what page, and it's a little bit of a clearer view. We can easily see the row numbers, we can see the headers, the column headers, but we also have other options. You see here it says Add Header. If I click there, it opens up my header and footer toolbar on the ribbon, and I can work with that. Same thing if I scroll down to the bottom and click here in the footer. I get my header and footer toolbar. We also have other options. We see up here the columns A, C, D, E, F, but I can also change the column widths here in my page layout view. I can also change the margins. Now the margins are a little harder to see. You kind of got to move in here so you get that double-headed arrow. And you see it gives me the size of the left margin, but I can change it simply by clicking and dragging until I get it where I want. So neat stuff. We also have this ruler up at the top, which could be very handy. So the page layout view is also very useful. Now, down in the lower right, you see we have buttons down here, and these are the same buttons that we see on the Workbook Views section on our View tab. The first one is the normal view, and if we click on it, it changes to the normal view. Next, we have the page layout view, and next to that, the page break preview button. So now you know how to change your workbook views in Excel. That's it for this lesson. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.